Hello, welcome back to WhatAreMovie. I am Tony.
And I'm Claire.
And we're back to find out what
happened to Hank?
And the twins.
I don't care about the twins. They can be dead.
Yeah. This, last time, episode 7 was 1 minute. Ended with a big bang, literally. Yeah. Who knows? I know. This is Breaking Bad, Season 3, Episode 8. I See You. That's what it's called. I See You. Aired on the 9th of May 2010, directed by Colin Bucksey, and written by Gennifer Hutchison. Or Hutchison. But Gennifer spelled with a G.
Oh.
Interesting. And I think we've seen Colin Bucksey before. That name sounds familiar somewhat. So, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
What do you want to see?
What happened to Hank? I was just going to say, sometimes Gemma's spelt with a J or a G.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, oh, Gennifer could be too.
It's different. I just want to see what happened to Hank.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Walt working with Jesse possibly now?
Oh, yeah.
Partners.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. How's Marie gonna react to this whole situation?
Oh, she's going to be in pieces, isn't she? She's going to be a nervous wreck.
I guess we'll see. Let's get on with it. Full reaction is in the description. You need your own copy to watch along. Just make sure to come back where we'll talk all about it. Let's do it.
Didn't know he had a tattoo.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's got
See if he's even recovered from his. Well, yeah, he got smacked back on the floor, didn't he?
Yeah. Do you think they're real tattoos? They're probably fake, aren't they? Why is his arse hanging
real.
out?
Why not?
I'm just going to say, every time he's topless, they'll have to put the tattoos in the same place, won't they?
Yeah, I imagine they might be real. Oh, how painful that must be, getting beaten by Hank.
Why didn't he not pick a button-up shirt?
Yeah. Jeez,
he must have some fractures there.
Yeah.
Is
the cheek looks really bad,
yeah,
doesn't
is
it?
a situation where they're like, done.
Yeah.
As far as you go.
Yeah.
If you'd like to smoke, you need to be another 20 feet from the door. Roll me further, bitch.
You got a fair point.
I mean, he has got a very good point.
Oh, he was rolling towards the door then.
Yeah.
Oh, do you think this is... This is going to be Hank, innit?
Yeah.
At least he's not going to be a suspect for taking out Hank.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it's obvious who did it.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? Like, with their background,
yeah, but it was
you
obvious. I get it. But
yeah.
he's gonna... Is he gonna...
Picture's pale and diaphoretic. How many entry wounds?
Down 4. Shoulder and hip through and through. Right lung and lower left quadrant. No visible exit wounds.
He's like, what?
Why would you follow? Jesse's probably worried that it's related to him.
Don't know.
Yeah, Saul is a weird guy.
He's like, what is happening?
How good are those drugs they've given me?
Yeah.
Actually, no, he's not had any, is he?
Yeah. No,
He
that's
refused all pain medication. Now that it's like, have they spiked me? Is it going to be Badger?
Skinny P, I reckon.
Yo, Jesse, sorry I'm late, man.
The music, I don't know.
He's like, this is some divine
Divine
justice in the world.
retribution.
The universe works in funny ways.
Yeah.
Let's imagine him Walt turning up then and then being an awkward, like, an awkward exchange.
Yeah. Nope, he's busy working.
Of course.
I thought things were going pretty well. I thought we were kind
Aw.
of simpatico, you know?
Not so much. No. Much more than that.
Could you elaborate?
Yes, of course. That we just have.
He is a liar.
It's as if I'm classical. You are more jazz.
Jazz.
It's simply I acquire
Classical.
exactly.
Jesse is classical.
Speaking of.
This is the bar.
Wolf's face.
What's up, partner?
This
No!
makes no sense. So.
Could that be any more awkward?
Yeah.
This is for the best.
Where is he? Is he bathing in a...
I feel so bad for Gale. He did nothing
Will we
wrong.
see Gale again?
There's a lot to show you.
What now? It's a cell service down here.
It's non-existent.
You haven't talked to anybody today other than, the nerd there.
Oh.
Why?
Your brother-in-law.
What about him?
Upon arrival, he was unresponsive.
Jeez.
Let's get those boots off. Where's that
Oh,
blood?
that's not Hank.
That is not.
I was like, was Hank wearing boots?
Sir, can I help you? Yeah, it's all right. He's family.
We said we won't see him again.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what to say.
Is he gone?
He shot him 4 times.
Oh, Christ. How are you?
Fine.
Typical teenager.
Why did they attack Hank? It could be in relation to an investigation.
Well, it technically is, isn't it? It's technically got nothing to do with Walt.
What?
Technically.
Not what?
Hank was the one that killed
It
their
is
cousin.
everything to do with Walter fucking White. What are you talking about?
Brother-in-law's one tough son of a bitch. Considering he didn't even have his gun.
If you would have all listened to him right from the start and let him arrest that little degenerate, he would have had to take things into his own hands, and he would have had a gun and could have defended himself. It's their fault. You got a partner.
He was, I think, in Mexico.
You were supposed to back him up, and where were you?
Doing
Where
the
were
job
you?
he didn't want to do.
He was off the... Like, Hank wasn't working. He was buying her gifts.
Let's just go and sit down.
You said she'd be raging. So.
She really likes the colour.
Sorry,
Go.
Ah.
We're not welcome here. The DEA is not welcome here.
Poor Gomez. I feel like he didn't do anything. She's just mad.
Yeah.
She's just,
But didn't Hank open up to her a bit about stepping down, or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you, Walt.
What did he do?
Never even heard his name.
Oh, fucking hell.
Hadn't bought marijuana from him. Did you ever think about that, Walt?
I mean, she's got it right, but not the right facts.
Yeah, this has got nothing to do with Pinkman. Well...
But
Yeah. If you go all the way back to the...
it has got
Yeah.
anything to do with both.
I don't know, Walt.
But this...
It's
Hank
not
getting
his
shot
fault.
by them.
Oh. Skyler's backing him up. She backed him up.
This is like a whole circle of events here.
I thought that was his hand then.
But I'm trying to say Pinkman hasn't got Hank shot directly, but there's an indirect link down the
Yeah,
line.
but that's
Yeah.
not irrelevant, but it doesn't matter
Yeah.
either way. Yeah. Oh, they're all giving blood. Damn. Oh man. What is he doing?
He's doing a little bit for under the leg.
I
So it
think
stops
it's the
wobbling.
least important thing right now.
Yeah, but it's the thing that's going to irritate you the most, isn't it?
I feel like Marie's gonna murder him. Like,
Jesse Pinkman in the house!
who do you think's a better fit for
Gal.
chemistry?
Oh, we found the coffee!
Oh, that's Gal's invention. Don't be touching that.
Walter White, please use courtesy phone.
That's a...
Senior or junior?
She's
God.
Why are you calling me here?
How else am I supposed to get a hold of you?
You aren't.
Look, man, it's been a whole day. How long is this grieving process?
Oh my
All
god.
I'm saying is you have a schedule, right?
My family comes before your schedule.
Dude, it's not my schedule. Let's cook on my own.
Touch nothing.
Yo, stop treating me like I'm your assistant. I'm not your bitch to order around. We're partners. Remember?
I love how it's biting him in the arse straight away.
Thank you very much.
Is your wife there?
Yes. Yes, she is.
Tell your douchebag brother-in-law to head towards the light.
Do you know who that was?
She don't want to hear it. Your little
Why even?
little lies.
Is he still in surgery?
Yeah, you got shot 4 times.
No.
This fork is absolutely filthy. Tell me you see this.
They're just water spots. Ours at home aren't any better.
Yours at home are a benefit. We're in a hospital.
I'm not actually sure if the cafeteria necessarily qualifies as being part of the hospital.
It's in the same building. It's under the same roof.
I love the. This is what happens in real life. The kind of irrelevant. Yeah.
Are you supposed to survive this death trap?
Conversations.
I survived. I had my lobectomy at this hospital. Remember how scared we all were? All I could think of was how they were actually going to cut me open. Part of me. With me my entire life.
He was doing so well until that part.
It's Walt summed up that he always does this.
Hank's not had to do that bit.
Mm.
You may never wake up.
Oh, God.
But he did.
We hit every green light. Like bang, bang, green the entire way.
What's the point of the storyboard?
Don't say bang either. Come on now.
Why can't I just spend a few extra minutes in the car with my family?
Where's your point? Yeah, okay.
I survived this.
We diverted a bit there, didn't we?
And I'm not half the man your husband is.
It's kind of like, this was weirdly comforting.
Yeah. He has some of the right words, but
Yeah.
not all of them.
Yeah, it's like the plane again, wasn't it? Where it's like, no, he's gone too far.
He's done it with other things as well. So.
Yes. ¿Te enteraste de mis muchachos?
I heard that they attacked the DEA agent.
My men would never do this on their own.
Are you accusing me?
We lay low, and then we get the real story from my man who survived.
Your man is in custody.
I'll get him the best lawyer.
So?
Surprise.
Gus was taking no prisoners there.
He's out of surgery, at least.
We'll let you know just as soon as you can see him.
It's a tough one.
Anyone else dying to brush their teeth? What if I ran over to the house and picked up a few things?
Jeez. It's literally the whole force has come out.
Hey guys, this is Hank's brother-in-law, Walt.
This is the guy we've been hunting for
Yeah, I
this
was gonna
entire time.
say, biggest drug maker.
You gotta see what Hank did to that bastard. Wanna see?
Oh, field trip.
What is going on?
You comfortable, you piece of shit?
Is he gonna recognise him? Oh no, he's gonna see Walt. He's gonna wake up and see Heisenberg.
So creepy.
Easy.
It's all his fault, isn't it? I feel like 10 minutes ago I was like, it's not Walt's fault!
Meanwhile... It's like a picture of me doing that,
yeah. What is he doing? It just gets worse. How is the air not coming out of that?
About damn time.
Yo, we got problems, big ones.
Reverend, so nice of you to
Creepy quiet guy showed up. Started asking questions too, like why haven't you cooked anything?
Remember when we were out in the desert with Tuco?
Oh, you mean when you put a machine gun to my head? Yeah, I think that does ring a tiny bell.
A tiny bell.
Kept saying that someone was coming up from Mexico to get us. It was his cousins.
Whatever, man. Why?
And now he's realised.
Is this what you were asking for?
Uncle Hank gave it to me. Pablo Escobar, this big drug guy in the 80s. It's more about the guys who investigated him.
Hank's heroes.
Everybody knows who Pablo Escobar is, but nobody knows about the guys that brought him down. He said, good guys never get inked like the bad guys do.
Sure. Yeah.
Who knew Hank was so insightful?
Meanwhile, Walt looks and was like, ooh, they'll write books about me?
I'll be right back.
What now?
We are hard at work, absolutely.
So I can expect delivery by tomorrow as scheduled.
We're not going to be able to keep our schedule this week.
Is there something I should know?
To be completely honest with you,
Oh, he doesn't know that he knows.
Gail really screwed us up. I've had to be out running errands.
He looks so unimpressed.
Yeah.
We will have 400 pounds for you by next week.
I have your word on that.
You have my word on that.
How much does his word mean when the rest of it wasn't true?
Yeah. He must know.
Well, yeah, he knows about the whole situation, right?
Well, was it Gus that told Hank? We don't know who told Hank. It must have been Gus.
No, I mean as in he knows his brother or not. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Do you think there could maybe be others?
Buddy, nobody's getting to Hank. That was their one shot and they blew it. No. I'd love to walk in there and shoot that bastard right in the head.
Do it, please. Solve everything.
Hey, you like pollos hermanos?
I might do.
There's a big booster for the DEA. You heard what happened? He's going to feed every cop in the building.
The irony.
That's wonderful. Yeah. And apparently he's bringing it by personally.
Okay.
Delicious.
Guys, did you hear that? $10,000 reward for any information about the case.
Oh my god.
That's wonderful.
Men like your husband are the thin blue line between us and these animals.
Oh my god, he's such
You've got to be on the inside to stay undetected, haven't you?
As it happens, I actually met Agent Schrader. I talked for a few minutes with your husband. As a matter of fact, Mr. White, your name came up.
Really?
Happened to be a collection jar out for you. We spoke briefly about your health concerns. I hope there's any good news.
Things have improved. Yes.
That's wonderful to hear.
God.
It's clear to me how deeply he cares for you.
Oh, he's just rubbing salt all over them wounds.
I don't know who's a better liar
Oh,
at this point.
there's Walt's playing bloody checkers and he's playing 4D chess. He's like...
Oh, no, it's not necessary.
Working really hard, are you, Walt?
You know, I didn't say thank you. I'll walk him out. Be right back.
So awkward, but so good.
May I speak with you? Just a moment. You knew my brother-in-law was with the DEA.
I investigate everyone with whom I do business. But careful man wouldn't.
He is not a problem for us, for our business.
I love how they're just cryptically talking about it, yeah.
Is this some sort of message?
Supporting my community. I hide in plain sight, same as you.
This attack on my brother-in-law, I know what it means.
He does.
I am told the assassin that survived is gravely injured. It's doubtful he'll live.
Wink, wink.
Now, thank me and shake my hand.
Gus he's such a badass. He's so cool.
What's going on?
Is he literally about to die?
1, 2, 3, time.
8:43.
Time of death. 2043.
Burn in hell, you piece of shit.
Bit morbid, but I mean...
For a second there, I thought that was Hankin that where it was
Yeah,
blood, and I was like, what?
Everything. Oh, this
That's gonna be Walt, isn't it?
so
Leave me
well
alone.
done. Everything.
I assume you heard the news.
Your man died. I heard.
And meanwhile, I have federales surrounding my house. I think you're behind all this.
Juan, you sound like you're under a lot of stress.
My brother's a police chief. I got connections. Maybe we come pay you a visit.
¿Qué es eso?
Vayan a ver.
I don't think he'll be visiting anyone.
Gus.
He's so good. Takes care of that, I guess.
Like the old days.
Yeah. Nothing like an old cartel shooting to bring the family together.
He's stable enough now for you to go see him.
Hey.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid it's immediate family only.
We're all family.
I understand, but we have a certain protocol here that we need to...
We're all family.
Yeah. You know that moment where you're like, we've been sat here
Yeah.
for hours.
He told you.
Oh, God. Do they know the other guy's dead now? I feel like this would be a perfect time to announce it.
Nah. Oh, man. What an episode. So, I see you.
Yes.
What did you think of that?
It was a good episode. I still feel a bit sad I don't know how Hank is.
He's in a stable condition.
Yeah.
And they got to
Stable's
see
not
him.
a good condition.
It's better than
It's
it
a good
was.
condition, but it's
Yeah.
still like,
Yeah.
anything can happen.
Yeah. Who knows? But, yeah, a lot slower episode, obviously, than what we've got. But again, that's kind of how the show
building, isn't
goes.
it?
We
It needs
obviously
to build-
got
Well, yeah, the last episode
That's
was
what I'm
something
saying,
like
yeah.
crazy as hell.
So we got the big shootout at the end of the last episode, and it was
Yeah.
big bang, and then you
now
got to have
need
the
the-
aftermath. Yeah, it's dealing with what's going on. I mean, there's still some big moments here, I
Yeah.
think. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. So we started off with Jesse.
Jesse leaving the hospital.
He's all bruised up. He's
Yeah.
all he's got bruises all over him. His face
Yeah.
is still proper swollen.
Struggling to
It looks
dress.
really good. I don't know. It just looks
Yeah.
looks so painful. That's what I think it needed to like. I'm just talking about makeup in general. It needs to sell it to you that that's painful and
Yeah.
that looks
Yeah, it
painful
does.
as hell. So yeah,
Yeah, he gets wheeled out because he's obviously discharged, isn't he?
yeah. And then I like the bit where he's like started to. He's like the guy, the nurse or doctor or whatever is like
Porter.
I guess. Will you be okay from here?
Yeah, you be
Yeah,
okay.
he's like, yeah, and he starts to smoke. He's like, you're gonna have to get 20 feet away from the hospital.
He's like, well, roll me 20 feet, bitch.
He's like, roll me along, bitch. So good.
Yeah. And then you start to hear the sirens, don't you? And I was a bit like, wait a second.
Yep. And
then the
Jesse's a bit
ambulance
curious.
turns up, which I feel like you are in those moments, aren't you?
Yeah,
Like, what's happening here?
And he sees Hank.
Follows him into the hospital where he's like, they're all working on him, sort of thing, and then he just.
He looks
out.
dazed, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He looks a bit like, what? Am I dreaming?
And then he just walks back out and sits back on his chair like,
yeah.
damn.
Skinny Pete picks him up.
Yep. And then he's like, you alright? And then he just smiles.
I'm great.
Yeah. That's what we said, like, this, he's probably thinking there's some universe.
Well, he had a real vendetta against him last episode, didn't he? He was like talking about how he's going to stalk him for the rest of his life until he kills himself. And now he sees this, it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Karma, I guess.
Yes.
That's what he's thinking, but there you go. Next, we get the very awkward scene of Gail being fired.
Yeah, I didn't realise Walt was going to be doing it.
Yeah, it's really awkward. I forgot that was a thing. But
I loved the whole thing of like him trying to say why and then Gail being like, I don't get it. Like, I thought we were working well. Is it the temperature?
I set up the whole lab and you were happy with it.
Yeah, is it the temperature thing because it won't happen again?
It's like, no, it's complicated. It's,
like, think of music.
I like how Walt's constantly just trying to worm his way out of things.
So think like classical.
And you're jazz. And there's nothing wrong with jazz, but we just don't, you know.
And then...
Whoa, man! Look at how cool this is! Yeah! It's like, oh, God. The worst timing.
Yeah, I love how Gail is like, I really don't understand.
Yeah,
this.
and even Gail's too good for this business. Because even at that point, he's like, okay, like, hi, I'm Gail. Like, he's trying to talk to him, and then Jesse's like, yeah, whatever, man. And then even stands in his way, like, in front of Walt, and is like, very dismissive of him, where Gail is trying to be the bigger man.
I don't think this will be the last we see of Gail.
You don't think so?
No, I feel like Gail could be competition for Walt.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like there could be a battle on their hands.
Yeah. Do you think Gail could do that on his own?
Yeah.
You think so? You think he's got the
knows
business
the
sense?
stuff, doesn't he?
Yeah, but has he got the... He ain't got a Jesse, has he?
No.
Well,
he hasn't got the
he had a Gus,
right
but...
jazz partner as Walt's got a classical partner.
Yeah, so... Yeah, really awkward.
Yeah.
Poor Gail. I feel bad for him. As the quiet guy's going to leave, Walt tries to grab his arm, and he's like, what are you doing? There's even a bit where I think Gail went to question it, or he is questioning it, and then you could see the guy looking, and Gail was kind of like, okay, bye, because he's like, I understand this business and what's going on. I don't want to push too much, but I still don't understand.
And Walt obviously says to the guy, like, this would be better.
This is the best interests. Yeah. Meanwhile, Jesse's screaming his head off.
Yeah, it sounds like he's got into one of the vats and it's just like, woo!
Yeah. And then they start talking about Jesse's like, how's the cell service down here?
Yeah.
It's like non-existent. It's just
a emergency line if needed.
Yeah, and he's like, so you haven't heard anything?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was just remembering that. He's like, so you haven't heard anything today? He's like, no, why?
We've got to catch up, get you up to speed.
Yeah.
We got stuff to do. And then cut to, he's like, well, yeah, cut to the hospital.
Yeah. Where Walt goes into
arrives,
the room, doesn't he? Hugs Marie.
Yeah, finds Marie, Walt Jr., Skylar, Gomez, and I can't remember his name. I should have wrote it down, but he's boss basically.
Yeah.
Walt's very well. Walt doesn't really understand what's going on. Obviously, right now he has no clue. But yeah, it basically Walt kind of asks them what's happening.
Yeah.
And then Gomez lets it kind of slip about the gun. He's like, if he had his gun, he took two of them out. He didn't even have his gun. Yeah. And then Marie's kind of like,
where was his gun?
What the hell? Yeah.
So she didn't even know he'd got suspended at that point.
No, because on the phone he just said to her, he said, I went fine. Was it that one? But he told her he was stepping down and going to tell the truth.
Yeah.
So she knew that much. But like his boss said, it's like, it's protocol. It's like, we've got to do it. He's suspended because of the investigation.
Yeah. I get it, but I don't know.
Yeah, as soon as a police officer is under investigation, you're going to take their gun.
Yeah, I guess so. I was just no. I get it, but I'm just wondering. I don't know enough about American gun law, but as an American citizen, you can carry a gun.
Yes, but it's not his gun.
Yeah, that's what I was that's what I was trying to think out.
Officer.
Like,
yeah, he's issued that gun, right?
Yeah,
okay.
so yeah, that's what I was like.
Yeah.
Sort of like, so it is like that. Should they carry their own gun in their own personal car? Like,
it's probably a conflict of some sort.
Yeah,
there.
conflict of interest. But if they can't be trusted with a gun as a policeman, why should they be trusted with a gun as a suspended? Do you know?
Well, how do you know something else won't occur from that? You don't know. That's not coming to because he doesn't have his own gun. Probably. Who knows?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I get why they take the gun away because it's their property and stuff. But
I think you're just thinking too much into it.
I
think you are, to be honest. It doesn't like he had no gun, and the one he's issued for work got taken away. No, yeah. I just don't think. Yeah, it's not really. I guess it's not relevant. Is all I'm saying. I get what you're saying, but he doesn't have a gun, so he didn't have one. Yeah. So there you go.
They took away his right to bear arms. You know.
No.
Yeah.
They suspended him from work and took every. If you got suspended from work, you would not be getting discount on your coffees, Claire.
Damn it!
So you know, you get what I mean. But there you go. But she was not happy.
No. So then she blamed them that.
She's like, she blamed the DEA. She's like, if he had his gun, he would be. Yeah. Maybe he wouldn't be in this position.
Then she blamed Walt.
No, she blamed Gomez first.
Yeah,
she was really ripped into Gomez.
Yeah,
Where were you?
Where were you? You were meant to be his partner.
You were meant to back him up.
And he was out. I was in Texas.
Yeah, but if he hadn't gone to Texas, Hank would have. If Hank had gone, then Hank would have left him behind. Do you know what I mean? So either way, like one of them was going to go.
At the end of the day, Hank was going to get shot in there or in Texas. They were going to find him regardless.
Yeah, but this was only an order from.
Yeah.
So it might not. It may have been complete. That's a complete difference. It could have happened completely differently. But I think the point is that's not the point of that. The whole point of it is Marine's just looking for someone to blame.
Yeah.
Because she's sad.
But that's what.
Yeah, she's not grieving, but she's like, are you alright there?
Yeah. But I said to you as well when I was watching it, like at that point, he was suspended and he'd just brought gifts for Marie. And he was putting the gift bags, purple gift bags and stuff in the car and the flowers. So what, as a partner at work, are you meant to be with him 24/7? Because he clearly wasn't on shift.
Yeah, no, that's
at
what
the
I'm
time
saying.
Of this
She's
accident.
just looking for someone to blame for
So I was
this.
like, wait, I don't think...
But then she kind of gets it right the last time.
Yeah,
the third time. Whoa, you. Well, she says first, she's like, the DEA are not welcome here. Get out. But then she's like, whoa, it's all because you, like Pinkman. If you hadn't never bought marijuana from him, he never would have heard the name, never would have gone looking for him. So I mean, like I said, you were like, oh, Walt's got nothing to do with it. It's all because, this whole thing is because of Walt.
I think I was thinking more in the moment.
Yeah,
so
you're thinking of the direct responsibility.
Yeah, the direct responsibility is on Gus because Gus has given... them the
but why
picture
did he give
go
that?
for? But if you go back down the storyline, it's because they want Walt.
It's all because of Walt. That's all it is.
Everything that happens in this TV show is because of Walt.
Yeah, it's all because he couldn't handle. All he had to do was take the money from Gretchen and I can't even remember his name. What's his bloody name? Gretchen and I don't remember now. How can I not remember his name? Anyway, all he had to do was take the money
and get treatment.
Yeah.
And none of this would have happened.
His pride
Think of
got
the
the
lives
better
that
of
would
him.
have been saved.
The twins would still be playing with action men now.
And Tuco, Crazy 8.
Maybe there's not such a bad thing. But, I mean, there we go. Anyway, we got off track. But then we kind of skipped because we were like mini arguing like we did now.
Yeah.
Because you were like, it's not Walt's fault. And I was like, what are you talking about?
But Skylar
had defended him. I guess she's kind of got to at this point because if he gets found out, the question comes up of how much did she know and how long, what's going on. I don't know. She's kind of, as we know, she's kind of putting her foot in it because she's, what was the word they said last time? She's become...
accessory?
Yeah, exactly, after the fact. Yeah. even more so,
Yeah.
helping cover up, I guess. But yeah, so then they end up hugging and crying and whatnot. So yeah, cut to a scene of. I think we got there was a voiceover, I think, of Hank. He's O positive, right? Is that universal? Which one is you can get any blood?
I think it might be O positive.
And then we cut, because like that was earlier, but we cut to a scene now of all the DEA giving blood.
Yeah, all the police
So they're all
force are
just
there,
giving it. So I imagine it may be a one where it's like universal. Yeah, I remember seeing about the blood types. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of cool. Like we saw how they're all coming together for Hank. I quite liked it. So yeah. We got to another scene. There's a lot of scenes in this of like waiting in a hospital and downtime and all that. Tables are wobbly. I better stick some paper on it. I thought Marie was going to kill him. I swear. And then we cut to Jesse messing around, slapping drums and shouting
singing and rapping. And
but
found the coffee beans.
Well, that wasn't quite yet. I don't think. Oh, maybe it was.
I feel like it
Is that the first phone call? Because then then we got cut back to him, Walt and that, and Walter White, please
courtesy
to the
call.
courtesy call. No, like Skylar's look is like.
Is that why are you calling me here? Is that why are your cell phones off?
We've got business to do.
Yeah.
Like we've got a deadline. I know. Is that I can't remember if it's then or not. But Walt's like, we got deadline to. I don't care about your deadline, and then Jesse's like, it's not my deadline.
We're partners.
Yeah, well, it's not even it's
Yeah.
Gus's deadline, so yeah.
And then Jesse says,
it's like,
he's gonna
I can do
cook.
it myself, it's
Like,
fine.
do not do anything.
You don't know what
even know what you're
doing. The
Yeah.
equipment's different, oh, that's because, no, the creepy guy didn't come to see
No.
him yet. No, but, so that's basically it, really. Oh, it's
And
the
then
bit when he went
Skylar came out.
It's the bit when he went to hang up, because he's like, oh, thank you, we appreciate that. And he's
Yeah.
like, oh, is your wife there? And like,
Yes, I'll let
yes,
my
she
wife
is.
know.
I'll let her know. He's like, hey, tell your brother-in-law to go towards a light. And he's
Yeah.
like, oh, for God's sake.
And then Skylar's like, I was thinking, should we get breakfast for everyone? She's like,
Yeah.
oh, on the phone?
Oh, do you know who that was? And she just kind of looks at him and is like, yeah, I don't even want to hear it. I do not care. What do you think of Skylar? Defending him, but doing that.
she's holding her ground, I feel like.
Yeah. She's one of the more... I would say she's one of the more sensible people in the show. Yeah.
It's she's dealing with a lot of emotional turmoil. I'd
Yeah,
say.
well, yeah.
Because it is kind of like, well, they are still husband and wife. 'Cause
Yeah.
obviously, unless the divorce has actually been finalised.
Don't know,
It's still her husband that she loved and she married. She's got kids with him. And you can still see those little bits, like defending him and stuff. So there's a lot of ill will and anger towards him, but at the same time, I guess there's that reminder of she fell in love with him for a reason.
I guess, but...
That's what I mean, like, there's a lot of emotional
Yeah.
turmoil she's probably going through. It's like...
I guess this is a situation as well where, like, Hank being in this situation kind of puts things into a bit more perspective.
And he's turned up for his family. He could not be there. He could be like, oh, we're getting divorced, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
But he's there.
I honestly
which is a
thought
big
when he
thing as
said,
well.
I'll go get some stuff, he was going to rush to the lab, go,
Yeah.
you do this, and this. But no, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, they go for breakfast.
Yeah, they go for breakfast.
God.
Marie's like, this fork is filthy.
No, they're like, it's water spots.
Look at it.
No. How could
You
anyone...
got good eyes, look at it.
How could anyone survive this place with this bacteria on a fork?
And then Walt's like, I survived.
Yeah.
I was here for like surgery and stuff, but then he like that makes sense. And the bit of him saying, like, if I survived, Hank's like,
That
I'm
should
not
have been
even
the end of the sentence.
half the man that he is, so
yeah,
he's
that
going to
should
be
have just
fine.
been the sentence.
But no, he goes on about
Yeah.
them cutting him
Green
open.
lights.
Yeah, but the worst bit was them cutting him open, taking bits out of him. The worst bit was like going to sleep and not knowing if you ever wake up again.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, come
And
on.
the green lights.
Read the
and
room.
I just wanted to spend more time with my family and.
That bit isn't as bad, I don't
Yeah.
think. Like I just wish like I could just savor like the being with
Thing
family.
is-
I think it's the not knowing if I wake up bit was just the worst bit, but
Thing
yeah.
is, I think I would I don't know. It's hard to know because you've never been in the situation. But I think I would hate what Walt went through more than what Hank's going through.
Not knowing. I don't know about that. Being in a shootout with two
Yeah,
crazy people
I get
is
the
a bit
pain
insane.
level, but like
No, not even the pain level. Being in a shootout with two crazy people you don't
yeah,
know why.
Yeah, but wait.
That's more insane. He knew
No,
he was
not
going into
insane.
surgery.
Yeah, but think of, okay, you've got your surgery date, then the nerves kick in, and you've got that prolonged waiting for that surgery and waiting, not knowing if you're going to wake up. When something...
Oh, you're right, Claire. I'd rather be shot up in a car park. Yes, you sold me on it.
Sometimes. You're obnoxious.
I'm joking.
No, but like when something like out of the blue, like I don't even know, like something dramatic happens like that, a shootout sort of thing. It happens in the moment. You don't have that long drawn out worrying.
I think they're
and
kind of
anxiousness.
incomparable though in a way.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean?
That's the
Like,
word.
I think I'd rather something happen sudden that I didn't have to worry about it. And like, Hank is out. Hank's not going to be like, am I waking up from this? Hank is...
Yeah, but then he didn't even get a chance to savor the last moments with his family, if that was
But
the
that's
last
why you
moments
should
with his family.
savour every moment.
Yeah, but
That is
that's
why I'm
I'm
sat
saying.
here on the couch enjoying
I
life
think Hank
with
had
you
a
right
lot.
now.
I think Hank had a lot going on at
No,
the time that he
but-
couldn't savor stuff.
But you know, when you just think about it, that you're like, oh god, that drawn out feeling of will I wake up compared to I don't have time to think about will I wake up. I'd rather neither happen to me personally. I'd rather neither.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah. We get a lot of scenes of Gus talking. Well, a lot of scenes, a couple of scenes. He's on the phone to the cartel.
Yes. The cartel are suspicious on what has happened to their...
You heard what's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's going on? Like, I would have never given them the order to like take the DEA, and they would not act on their own. So someone must have given them the order.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about this?
That's like, what are you trying to say?
What are you doing? Yeah.
Yeah. So when I find out from the surviving cousin...
Yeah, we'll talk then.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll pay you... Well, he says that later, but we'll pay you a visit. Yeah, I like that we get more of the Gus and more of...
Yeah.
Yeah, his name's Juan, was it? I believe they said that later, so... Yeah, the doctor come in to talk to them and say Hank's still in surgery and whatnot.
In?
Yeah, this is when he was still in surgery, still going through it. And then it's like, it's like a couple of hours. He's out, but he's not stable,
but
so we need to monitor
stable,
him.
And then they ask how long.
And then he's like, let's go home for supplies. I'll get a toothbrush and blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's just the way. I think it's how awkwardly does it. He's like, does anyone else really feel
well,
like they
you know
need
what
to
he's
brush their
like.
teeth?
You know what he's like. His lies
I get
are
your
just...
feeling of like, was he just trying to get there to cook?
I think he was. I don't know. He just wanted to get out there as well.
Yeah, and
But-
I'm going to pick up some supplies.
Yeah, he went downstairs to speak to Gomez.
And then it was just the whole foyer space full of police.
Yeah,
officers.
yeah, he went down there, all the police there,
Yeah.
and Gomez meets him and's like introducing him and whatnot. And then he talks about,
Hank really did a number on the other one.
yeah,
Do you want to see?
let's go see him.
It's like you said, it was like a little field trip.
What do you think of it? Creepy, right?
I didn't expect him not to have legs. But looking back on what happened, I don't
Yeah.
know why
He was
it
crushed
makes
between
sense,
two
yeah.
cars. Yeah.
But that moment where he just suddenly started to turn his head, and I was like, "Oh, it's a
I see you.
Imagine just that whole thing
Yeah.
of like you've gone up to where are they? Where do they live?
Albuquerque.
Albuquerque,
New Mexico.
New Mexico. I was thinking
Right.
Texas, but yeah.
I think that was right.
Yeah.
No, they don't. Yeah.
You've gone all the way up there to kill the guy that killed your cousin on the orders, and then you've been hunting him down, and then he's now working with another drug leader. So then the drug leader's told you, look, what you're after is Hank, the guy that actually shot your cousin. Go after him. And then you've gone after him. Thought you killed him, to be fair, because you shot him 4 times.
But he
And
didn't.
then- well, no.
No, he was crushed in a car and then
Yeah.
lying on the floor.
And you know your cousin's dead, probably, at this point. And then you just wake
The
up.
brother.
Yeah, your brother. Sorry. You wake up, and then you see the original guy that you was meant to murder just stood there staring at you.
Really creepy music and I like the way it's shot as well. Him like
I don't
taking
get
the
why
thing.
none of them questioned.
Well, it just must. I don't know if they knew he was particularly angry at seeing him.
Like, wouldn't you be like, what the fuck's up with this guy?
Well, yeah, of
Nobody
course they're going to be
reacted.
like that.
Everyone just stared at the
How
guy
are you going to react to a
crawling.
guy crawling at you like that? What will you say?
Yeah,
Exactly.
I don't know.
Kill it with fire! Like, I don't know, he's like creepy person. Like, it was creepy, but yeah, it was the music and the way he looked, and the not even him talking.
The dramatic blanket, then the ripping off the things,
and the blood trail behind him is great, and then them dragging him back. Yeah, so there we go. Again, we get more Jesse messing around because he's a lunatic.
Tries to put the fan. Well, originally he puts his head in the fan.
Yeah, and
then
tried to put it in, but it didn't work.
Suit.
And then he found the little.
We used to have little that worked, didn't we?
Yeah, did we? For what?
Yeah, they used to hang down the wall, didn't we? We got them.
We never used them for that though.
No, but that's what they were.
Yeah, I know what they were, but you acted like we were going around going. Psh, psh.
I don't know why we never did this, to be honest.
Because I don't think it was powered. It wasn't powered or anything.
Was it connected to anything?
No, it wasn't. So it's basically we work in a cinema and they were used for dusting like it was like compressed air. It's for the old projectors.
35mm projectors.
Yeah, but anyway, he was using that and he blew himself. I've been wanting to send you a GIF of him doing the. I nearly sent it to you and I was like, oh no, wait, I can't. It's not happened yet.
Now you can.
So yeah, there you go. And that's when the door goes and he's like, finally.
Yeah, it wasn't him.
Oh, nice.
But he just undo the zip.
I feel like I felt sorry for Jesse at moments during this series, and I felt like he's being used a lot. In this episode, I feel like he was very obnoxious and an idiot.
Yeah.
And he's very up himself, I guess. But yeah, I guess after what happened to him, and then seeing Hank, you know.
Yeah.
Again, Walt gets another call after coming back with all these supplies and stuff. He's like, I'll call you on the mobile.
Yeah.
Give me a sec. He's pretended that Jesse was the Reverend.
Yeah. Well, he was in the room full of police officers.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, wrong time.
Yeah. But they called Jesse up and they were talking about... Tuco said people were coming down.
Yeah.
They were going to come down for us.
You remember who it was?
His cousins, right?
Yeah.
And then I think it's like hit Walt that, wait, is this all because of me?
Yeah.
I don't know if he thought that before, but definitely now.
Yeah.
At least, because he's like, that's got to be them, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Crazy realization, but yeah, so he takes the supplies back up.
Yeah. Didn't know whose toothbrush was who, so he just brought some new ones for everyone. And then...
Marie and Skylar leave to wash their face.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, is this the book you wanted? What is it?
Oh, yeah, all about Pablo
Escobar. But it's about the people who captured
took him down, yeah.
The DEA. Because Uncle Hank gave it to him.
Yeah.
To Walt Jr. And he said, everywhere there's so much ink used for the bad guys, but no one ever hears about the good guys
like,
taking
people
them
know
down.
who Pablo is,
Yeah.
but they don't know who...
There's the kind of Walt's face at that point. You're like, are they going to write books about Heisenberg?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Walt Jr. is a bit like, I think I figured I would read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bless him.
Yeah.
Is that when Gomez? Does he come
No,
into the...
that's when Gus calls him. Like, he gets a phone call and he has to leave.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, yeah, we've got it all under
Yeah,
control.
we're
Gal
fucked up.
set us back so much.
Yeah,
you can
configuration.
I love the cuts back to it's all he's such a bullshitter. Like the way his little lies and the way he tries to make it sound.
Yeah.
He's vague without like detail. Like he was like, oh, it's all calibration. I won't bore you with the details. It's all very boring and blah blah blah. He's done this so many times.
He's like, will it be ready tomorrow? And he's like, well,
wow.
it's a bit behind, but I can do £400 next week.
I have your word on that.
Yes.
You have my word. And I love this. That's such a play because of the scene we get. It's so good because obviously he's testing. I feel like he's testing him, right? Because it just proves that everything he said up before that is a lie. And that he just said Walt said he'd give him his word, and then he shows up in his face and is like, so how much is your word worth then, Walter?
Yeah.
Like, really?
Moments where you're like, just be honest. Like, if he turned around to Gus and was like, look, my brother-in-law's been shot, I need to be with my family, because if I leave them at this point, it's too suspicious.
He didn't even have to say, oh, he's DEA or anything like that. But
because that's the thing, if he went now, it'd be like, why are you not with your family through this time?
Yeah.
You can't make an excuse for that. Like,
Yeah.
if you want to stay under the radar.
But I love the cuts back to Gus, like sitting there and he's blank stare, like,
Yeah.
oh, why is this guy talking? Yeah. I think Walt at some point goes back, like Gomez is looking at the cousin, the twin, and he's saying how I wish I could go in there, shoot him in the head.
Yeah.
And then Walt's like, me too. And then I think Gomez gets a call or something, but he's like, do you like Los Pollos Hermanos? You alright?
Yeah.
You like Los Pollos Hermanos? He's like, on occasion. Well, the owner is part of our fundraiser, like,
Yeah.
so- and he's offered to pay for it all. And
Getting
the word
everything.
is, he's even delivering it himself.
Yeah.
What do you think of
Face
this
to
whole
face.
thing?
It's so well done.
What do you think of Gus?
He's hilarious.
I love Gus. I mean, we've seen, obviously, the actor.
Yeah.
I can't remember how to pronounce his name. I need to learn. I've never actually heard it said out.
Yeah.
But we've obviously seen him in Mandalorian
Yeah.
as well, and he was great in that. The way he talks and the way he is. He's just got a persona about him, the way
Yeah.
he acts. But yeah, I think he's great in this. I don't know, there's something about him. He's just so badass. He's so...
They all go out, don't they, for the chicken?
Yeah.
And then I love how it then cuts to
In the family
room.
Then
And
all
Walt and... Is it just Walt and Walt Jr.?
No, it's all of them. Well,
They're
yeah, Walt
eating
Jr. eating it, and it
chicken
cuts
and-
them all, and they were like, "Thank you very much."
Yeah.
It's like, and he's even offered $10,000
yeah.
to catch. Is it catch the
A
people
reward for
responsible?
anyone that knows
Yeah.
information.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Everyone's like, "That's very generous."
Yeah.
I
Like,
want to
this is
cry.
terrible.
I love how Gus just playing
then
him
he's like, "Oh,
so
I did,
well."
did have a conversation with Hank around the time of the fundraiser, the fun run."
Yeah.
And yeah, or, like wishes them the whatever.
Well, it comes up
And
like
he's
something about
Oh, we did speak about.
he's met
Walt
Hank
as well.
before. He
Yeah.
said he was a good guy, and then the boss was like, "Yeah, he's part of a fundraiser, the fun run,
Yeah.
and he met everyone."
And he was like, "Oh yeah, there was a tin for raising money for
Your condition,
your
Walt."
health condition."
Oh, well, first he said, "Walt, you came up," and he's like, "Really?"
Yeah.
I love it because he's just shoving it even more in his
Yeah.
face. Like I said, shoving salt on that wound of. Yeah, it's so great, it's so good. He's like, yeah, and then
He's like, "I hope you're better now," sort of thing. And he's like, "Yeah."
and he's like, "All right, then, bye." Thank you,
Yeah.
thanking him, and he's like,
He's just sat there like.
Walt Jr.'s kind of like, "Oh, walk you out." He's like, "No, it's fine, it's okay."
Yeah.
And then Walt's kind of sat there like,
"Oh, I didn't say thank you."
so awkward the way he
I'll go walk him out and say thank you.
runs down. He's already surrounded by the DEA,
Yeah.
like.
All times for two.
Can I talk to
like,
you?
high-drugged people to have a conversation.
Yeah.
God.
He's like, "Can I talk to you?" He's like, yeah, and he starts basically asking, "Was this a message? Like,
Yeah.
you knew?" And he's like, "Yeah, I like to keep notes on or get information about who I'm
'cause
working,
he was
doing
like,
business with.
"Oh, my brother-in-law being DA.
It won't affect anything.
Yeah.
Won't affect our business."
Yeah.
Yeah. Was this a message? And he's just like, "I like to." Yeah. He doesn't really say much, does
No, he
he?
doesn't.
And then he kind of goes, "Now shake my hand and thank me." And he's
Yeah.
kind of like, "Thank you very much." It's so good. Oh, I love it so much. I love Gus. He's great. But yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah, because he also says about the thing of because he says something about the cousins. Because doesn't Gus say something about he says something about the cousins still being alive at the moment?
Yeah, I
Or
don't
he-
remember what.
That's if he survives.
Yes, yeah.
And then
yeah.
it's like, okay. And then you just see everyone running up the stairs.
Yeah. I remembered something earlier as well. Walt asked Gomez, he's like, "Will there be more people?"
Yeah.
Like, and then Gomez is like, "That was their one shot."
Oh yeah,
They
because that's
blew it."
what Walt says to
Yeah.
Gus as well. He says
Yeah.
like, "Will there be?
Yeah.
Is it just them two?"
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
So, but then,
Yeah.
Gus leaves and we get a scene.
He literally says, "Well, he's alive at the moment," or
Yeah.
something.
But then we get a
lines.
scene of. Oh, does he die? We get the scene of because then when he leaves, everyone starts rushing up the stairs. Yeah,
and then you see them doing the CPR and stuff, and it's like,
and then he dies.
and then we see Pop.
And Gomez is like, "Run hell, you piece of shit."
Yeah, and then you just
And then
see
you
Pop
see,
Pop
yeah,
put
and
something.
Just
in
watching.
Donation maybe.
So
it was
good.
like a donation.
I love how there's
always
always all these characters are all doing their thing, and like Pop's just there watching.
Yeah.
Watching and observing.
It's interesting though. What I find about it is that Pop was obviously, I'm guessing, responsible for the cousin not surviving.
You reckon?
Yes. Something was done.
You think so?
Yes. For Gus to be like... Gus knew that he was going to get found out for giving the picture.
So you reckon Gus...
Yeah. And Pop was there and was just like... But it's interesting because Pop, we obviously... It's so weird calling him Pop.
Yeah. We ain't got his name yet. So.
Yeah. Because he works for Sal.
Yeah, but he's also working with Gus. We've seen him talk to Gus before.
Yeah, but you see him more working with Sal. That it's interesting to see the crossover, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you'd expect one of Gus's...
It's kind of weird, though. I think he doesn't work particularly for either of them.
He's just a hitman, isn't he?
It's even like when he was talking with Gus that time, he was like, do we need to let the lawyer know? He's like, nah.
No.
It's not even, so...
It's just a hitman.
So cool though. That brief is like, oh, you got work today. You're in a scene for like 30 seconds, if that. But yeah. Anyway, it then cuts to Los Posamanos, and Gus gets a call.
Yep.
From Juan.
Yep. Takes it outside.
And he's very agitated.
Yep.
Gus is cool as ever.
Because he's now died, and he's like, I will find out.
Cool is so unfazed.
My brother is
Gus
police chief.
Gus is so unfazed though. I want to emphasize that. Like any time we've seen him.
He doesn't have many emotions.
No,
But yeah, so Kwan's brother is the police chief.
Yeah. He said, "I'll get out of this. I don't know if you will." It's like, and then we'll come pay you a visit and see what happens.
It all seems a bit weird that this has happened and now the feds are in my rose
Federales are
bushes.
surrounding me.
Yeah.
And then these two men go out. You hear gunshots, and then he puts the phone down on the side, goes to go out.
Yeah, and then gets shot, and then it's just like...
Gus is just like... I like how that's kind of a symbol, I feel, as well, of cutting ties with...
And that deal is done.
Yeah. Then chucks down the bin, and then,
We go back to the family room.
They're all asleep.
Yeah.
Skylar fast asleep.
Comes in.
Cozy with Walton.
Yeah, the surgeon comes in, so they all wake up and...
He's in a steady enough...
Yeah. I like that bit where she's like, okay. He's like, come on. And then
just
like,
close family.
Just immediate family.
Yeah.
It's like, we are all family. She's like, well, there's protocols. And she's like, we're all family. It's like, damn.
Yeah. Can you argue with that? I guess, I don't know. And they all go see him. We don't really see him. We kind of see he's hooked up. We see his hand, but they all look quite upset. Walt looks rightfully upset. Well, I don't know. He looks a bit more... I hope he's feeling guilty for it, is what I should feel.
That's what he's... That's the initial response to seeing that.
What do you mean?
Like seeing someone hooked up like that.
No, what? You just think that's his initial response?
Yeah.
I feel there was more in his face than that, for sure.
That's the initial response.
No, 100% there's more in his face.
100%.
Why?
Because I've done that.
No, but that in his face, he definitely, you can tell in his eyes, he moved the way his expression. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But like, it just seems like there's more with him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
It reminded me a lot of what I went through, to be fair.
Yeah.
Not me personally. Well, me personally, but not me directly personally. Because I think I'm very fortunate that I was only 11 at the time.
Okay.
I think it was when I was in year 7, so I was about 11, 12. My dad did not get shot.
Okay.
But where he had emergency surgery and everything, and he was, he had to be resuscitated on the operating table, so when he came out of the operation, they put him into a coma for 5 days.
Yeah.
And he was hooked up all like that and stuff, and I remember seeing him.
Yeah.
But I remember it being a really, like, blurred moment of time.
Okay. Yeah.
And I remember seeing him there, and I don't remember a lot.
Yeah, well, maybe you felt guilty because you hired the cartel.
I did not hire the cartel to burst his ulcer in his stomach. I don't know how they would do that. But yeah, I think I was fortunate that I was young at the time. I think if I went through it now, you'd be more like, oh my god.
Yeah.
sort of thing. But I was quite young at the time.
I guess when you're young, you don't quite understand everything. I don't know.
I just remember staying at my nan's a lot when it was all going on.
But yeah, maybe the look wasn't the one of guilt.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just being hopeful. Like maybe that's what I'm putting
that he
on
has
him.
a conscience.
Yeah, well, not even that. I
Yeah.
just hope he feels guilty for what he's done.
I just know it's a shock seeing someone.
Well, yeah,
like
of course, yeah.
Because
no,
you can't
obviously,
prepare yourself
no,
for
no.
it at all.
But I mean, he's already seen someone like that.
Yeah,
And he tried to crawl at him and kill him. But there we go. Anyway, that was the episode. It cut on Marie holding his hand, and that was it. Yeah. Good episode. Like another kind of a slower paced one.
Yeah.
But I mean, even last episode had a bit slower pace to it. But apart from the big... But there was loads of cool moments. Loads of cool Gus characterization in this. I liked seeing a lot more of what he was doing and stuff. And just, the total... shoving it in Walt's face was so good.
And I guess next episode we'll see them making £400 of meth.
Fingers crossed, yeah. Him and Jesse back
Will
at it
be
again.
The shortest job ever.
Why?
Well, they might get fired.
Who knows? Well, he didn't say it was. Well, he didn't say much, so who knows? We'll see. Yeah, if that's what you reckon. But hopefully, we see what's happening with Hank.
Yep.
I guess with the cartel, I don't know if we're going to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, we see more of Gus and Pop.
Yeah.
No Saul Goodman this time. Sad
No.
times. But there we go.
Holly.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Holly in ages.
No. So, but there we go. You've really stuck up on that. I don't
Yeah,
know
I
why.
think for a few episodes I've been saying, no Holly.
What do you
no.
need Holly for?
Next time we see her, she's going to be a toddler running around and we'll be like, damn, when did that happen?
Yeah. Anyway, that was episode 8. We have 4 more left, I think. I think there's 12. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Next on the channel, I think, is the Person of Interest season 1 for... No, it's Always Sunny. Person of Interest was yesterday. There we go, or the day, whatever. But yeah, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. 3 episodes of that. So look forward to that. Season 5 is getting really good. So thank you very much for watching. Look forward to more Breaking Bad. It's been very good. And there we go. See you next time. Bye-bye. I guess we will. I said I'll see you next time.